back to the channel. By the title of today's video, you can already tell what this video is going to be. Yeah, I've got a Velvetiser. I was very lucky. I was gifted this for Christmas, and I thought I would do a little, I would call it an unboxing, but I have already used it because I'm the most impatient person in the world. Just thought I'd talk a little bit about this today, and if you are thinking of getting one, or maybe you have one. I mean, if you have one, why are you watching a review of one? But maybe you're wondering what other people are saying about it, and maybe you're thinking, should I get one? They are quite an investment piece. I think, should we have a look? On the Hotel Chocolat website, currently it's $99.95. So it's basically £100, which is quite expensive. It is quite expensive, but I watched I think it was like a Grackle, I think I'm saying that right, video. I'll tag it here. I was watching one of her videos where she reviews it, and she said, to be fair, if you are a coffee drinker, if you like coffee and you invest in a coffee machine, they can be anything from like £1,000. So if you are a hot chocolate lover, I feel like this is the only really hot chocolate maker out there that's top end. There's probably a better example of all the three colours that you can get the Velvetiser in. I think the most classic is this one in the middle. That's the one that most people see most often. Personally, this colour was my favourite, but I do think that this is the most, like, it goes with a lot of stuff. I feel like the chrome one, which it has got a chrome end, I feel like the chrome one could be a little bit of a trend. I would like to see a silver, because I feel like if you think about high-end coffee machines, barista style coffee machines, they're usually silver. This is the machine up close. Obviously you can see there that it has the logo down at the bottom, and it's, like I said, it's not black, it's grey, and it has the logo on both sides, and then the handle at the top, which I think that's quite a nice touch there. I don't know if you can see, but it does say Velvetiser just there on the end, which I think is a really nice touch. And then obviously this is the button down here, which turns it on and off. Obviously when you first use it, you put fairy liquid in it, and it mixes it all up and cleans it. The most satisfying thing I've ever done. I've never seen fairy liquid. We were all like, whoa. We were all like amazed by how the fairy liquid looked, because it was really, it's like a creamy consistency. Really weird. This is the Velvetiser. Comes with like a suction lid. To be honest, the lid itself, it isn't really needed because the chocolate doesn't flick up that much, but it's quite satisfying. And it just obviously has the logo on there. I don't know if you can see that. Cute. But the logo is on there. Inside we have the whisk, the famous whisk that makes the hot chocolatey, and even this is like branded up, which is obviously you can only expect for something that's £100. I don't think it will focus on it. Let's see. There you go. So that's that, which is the whisk, obviously all branded up as well. Looks really funky. But that there is a magnet as well, so it sticks quite satisfyingly to the bottom. I don't know if can you see? Which is really, really aesthetically pleasing. When I got that as a present, I also got this, which is the Velvetiser newspaper. How extra? I don't know. But I will say I have read this, and it has some really interesting points in it. So you can get 7 different flavours of chocolate. I have 2. I have the 45% nut milk, and I also have the, sorry about the lighting by the way, I live near a main road, so the cars go past the window. It's fine, we'll move past it. I also have this one, which is the 70% classic, obviously already been opened. the other two I have, they also have milky 50%, vanilla white, Ghana 85, limited edition, and Honduras 100% dark, which I'm really intrigued by because I think that must be so bitter. But in here it actually says that it's actually one of Mo Farah's favourite drinks because it has like it's a really good pre-workout. So you have the, he mixes the dark powder with water and it creates like a protein energy drink because obviously it's got loads of sugars in which go straight to the muscles, flavonoids or something. I have no idea, but it's all in here, which was quite interesting. They also have like salted caramel, chili, ginger, like interesting flavors. They also do, if you are a coffee fan, they do coffee that you can add, so it creates like a mocha, I guess, like a hazelnut latte, chocolate latte, which is, I guess, quite good in regards to the fact that, say if you like hot chocolate, but maybe you have a partner who likes coffee, or maybe when guests come over, then it's not just hot chocolate, which I actually didn't know. So yeah, it also says how it's got like recipes in here, so you can do like iced hot chocolates, iced coffees, obviously with the coffees, chocolate martinis. There's also chocolate mousses, chocolate sauces. So it is, I guess, when a lot of people see this, they just think it makes hot chocolate. Great, a £100 hot chocolate maker, fantastic. It obviously does more than just make hot chocolate. So you can obviously put it in there, put it in the fridge, you have a mousse, put it in there, and it says with cream and plant cream, and you've basically got your own chocolate sauce, so you can put that over pancakes, over puddings, shots. You can get a different hot chocolate shots and put those in there and make like a amazing chocolatey aperitif. Is that the right word? I have no idea. I feel like I'm trying to be fancier than I am. But you can basically put like, make chocolate sauce, make chocolate mousse. It isn't just for hot chocolate, which I didn't know about until reading this. So I think that's an added bonus towards the fact that it is quite expensive. Oh yeah, here it is, about the sports booster. Look, can you see just there? It says about how it's a sports booster. It's a brilliant and performance enhancer, and it could help lower blood pressure, boost blood flow, muscles, all that stuff. But I would recommend, if you are maybe buying this as a gift for somebody, I'm pretty sure this newspaper was free, or if it was, I'm not, like I say, I'm not 100% sure because it was a gift. But if you can find this in stores, then maybe pick one up, because it was quite an interesting read anyway, to listen to what Hotel Chocolat do in regards to the charities that they run, the training that they do out in, I think it's Ghana, where they get their cocoa beans from. Anyway, I just thought I would mention that because it's not something that I've seen on any of the other reviews, and I found it really useful. So there's that. Now, obviously, as most people are aware, it also comes with these 2 cups. So I have just looked into the cups as well and thought that might be a question. There's also a piece on the cups in here about the artist himself who makes them and how he took inspiration from like the coffee bean and the ridges in it, and that's why this has the ridges in it. There you go, you can kind of see the cup. These are like indentations within it. The artist, they're made by the artist Andrew Wicks. If you were interested, you can actually buy these separately. They are roughly, I've kind of seen 18 to 20 pounds for 2. So if you think about it that way, if they're 20 and that's basically 100, give or take, the machine itself is 80, which is still quite expensive, but I think for 80 pounds, it's definitely worth it. That's my opinion. I'm just going to show you it. Obviously, everybody wants to see it working. I also think that these are a great gift. Say if you had a friend and you knew they loved hot chocolate but you didn't want to commit to this, you can get these separately, and they do work with normal milk, like normally how you can make normal hot chocolate. It does have the instructions on here about heating milk in a saucepan and the continual stirring. Yes, obviously it takes longer, but these are a great gift nonetheless. Just to kind of show you on what it's actually like, it's basically a shaved chocolate bar. It's basically a chocolate bar they've took with a grater and created chocolate flakes. I can't really show you too easily in the bag, but when I spoon it in, I'll show you, you'll see. So it's quite simple. In the box itself, you basically get one machine, 2 cups, and then this, which is what the machine actually goes onto. Quite nice and discreet, not, you know, huge. It kind of reminds me of what you put a kettle on. That's basically what it is, and it just goes on there. It's not rocket science, and that goes in the wall, obviously. I don't think there's much else I can say about it. The one thing that I will say, which I read on the packaging, is obviously you have to wash it in between washes because of the temperature gauge in it, so that the, you know, it's the right temperature every time, which I can imagine if you were making 5-6 drinks, after every one you have to go wash it out. That would be a little bit of a bugbear, a little bit annoying. But then again, I did think you don't have to clean it. It doesn't have to be clean. It just has to be no excess hot chocolate in there. And if you are making a coffee, you have the little thing in the coffee machine that you put the coffee in and then you empty out. You know, the little, it has a name. I can't think of it. But I did think we have to empty that out. Not quite the same, but one thing that was a bit of a annoyance to me. And also it says to not submerge this section in water. So if you are rinsing it, I don't know, it's kind of like you have to be careful with it because you don't want to get too much water in the electric part, but you still need to wash this bit out. Does that make sense? That was the only thing that I did find that was like a little bit of a difficulty, annoyance. I don't know if that's the right word, but that was the only thing that I was like, that's not ideal. Other than that, this, amazing. I feel like Hotel Chocolate, if you're watching this, you need to make a bigger one. You need to make one that could make at least 2 drinks at once, like a bigger version, because this is great, but you're literally making 1 drink at a time, which is not ideal. And it only makes a drink this big, which in relation to the hand, and everyone knows I have tiny hands, it's probably like a 200 milliliter, I think it says 220. Does it say on there? No, it doesn't. Yeah, I think I've seen somewhere that it's 220 milliliters, but I'm not 100% sure. But if you think about it in the long run, that's not a huge cup, and that's all this machine makes. So if they made a bigger one, that would be my only thing, along with the water and the washing. But if they could make a big one, that would be great. One that could make, say, 500 milliliters, if this is 200. Double the size and a little bit extra. Okay, let's get into why you're all here. Let's turn this bad boy on. I've just moved you to this angle, so it's obviously like a bird's eye view of the Hotel Chocolate Velvetiser. I am going for cow milk, and I'm just filling it to the max. To the max. So it going for that much milk. The whisk does have to be in first. That is like a big point that it says on there. We have also tried soy milk and oat milk in here. It does give, I'm just gonna move it that way a little bit. It does give different results every time. So I think that is the beauty of it. So you can try kind of and find which one you like. I have to admit the oat milk in it was really nice. It kind of gave it like a richer flavor. But I don't have any in at the minute, so I'm just going to go for this one. And it is actually, there you go, you can now see what I mean by whoa shavings. So that is what is in there, and that's why I said that I think the chocolate on its own, the hot chocolate on its own would be a great gift. It does require quite a lot of chocolate, that's the only thing. And it's 6 teaspoons, so I'm going to put those in. 6, and I have to admit the smell in here now, oh my god, it's good. So it's that's it. It's literally 2 things. The milk, it says on here 220 milliliter. I think that's what I've must got about the cups being that size. and then 6 heat tablespoons and press the button. I'm gonna do it without the lid just so you can see, but that's it. And there you go, that's it. And I'm pretty sure you heard there as well. It's a pretty quiet machine. So pretty much one of those does 1 cup. And that's the machine when it's empty. So as I was talking about earlier in regards to clearing this out, this is basically what it wants you to get out before you make another one. It is quite easy to clean because it is literally the whisk and this, and it has got like a heat, I guess you would call it, lining on it, so it does wash really easily. But a little bit annoying that I literally have 1 hot chocolate, and if I wanted to make another one, I have to completely go away and make it. But I think that might be something that they bring out. I'm calling it. I think they'll bring out a bigger size. There we have it. Cheers. I have to admit, it tastes so good. It does taste really good. It tastes like, it's like, well, like it says on the box, barista, what does it say? Barista level, barista style hot chocolate, and that's basically what it is. It tastes like a hot chocolate that you could get from a shop, but I've made it in the comfort of my own home. Cheers. It's so thick and creamy. It's good. Also, I saw like a couple of people complaining that it wasn't hot enough. I think that was like a review, that it wasn't hot enough. Me personally, I don't like my drinks burning hot. So for me, it's fine. But I did see that if you do, you know, have an asbestos mouth and can take drinks at 210 degrees, it might not be right for you. But it's, okay, it's drinkable. It's a drinking temperature. If you were to maybe make one, put it in a flask, like a thermos flask, and go out on a walk, maybe it wouldn't be like hot enough in regards to the fact of like, you would want it to be hotter, so then by the time you came to it, it would remain warm in the flask. But I don't know. To me, the reason that you would get one of these is because you want to drink a hot chocolate at 9 o'clock at night and you don't want to go out to Costa, Starbucks, wherever to get one. To me, that's why you would have one, not to like make a hot chocolate and then go out and about your day like you would with a coffee. You would maybe make a coffee in a thermos flask and then go about your day. I don't think it's made for that. I think it's more made for like, have a hot chocolate in the comfort of your own home and relax with a hot chocolate. That's to me what they're going for, but I could be wrong. I will say, obviously if you want me to do like a review of all the different flavors, leave a comment down below or like this video so I know, and yeah, I could do like maybe a video trying out all the different flavors that they do. This is the only one I've tried so far, and 70%, I mean, they call this classic. To me, this is dark. I mean, if you were to buy a 70% chocolate bar, it would be classed as a darker chocolate bar, and that's what it is. I personally am a fan of dark hot chocolate, dark chocolate. So to me, it's really nice. It's really rich. It's really chocolatey, but it's not really sweet. One thing to maybe also note, this is going to be kind of gross, but if you are a lover of hot chocolate, you love hot chocolate, but you hate the smeggy bit at the end, you know, the bit where you like drinking and then all of a sudden it turns to like the Sahara Desert and you're eating sand. If you don't like that, you don't get that with this because it like swirls it all up. I don't know if that's because of the powder. Because it's not powder, it's actual chocolate flakes. It's gonna melt into the drink. so you're not gonna get flaky, you know, the flakiness at the bottom of it, because it's not there to become that. But what I have also seen is people putting normal hot chocolate powder in this and actually receiving the same result. So I would say that's also something, you know, if you're like cost saving or wanting to think, oh, I want to get one thing but not the other, you can use normal chocolate powder in here. Obviously, I've seen the little hack where you can put chocolate powder in a milk frother, like for a coffee machine, a milk frother, and that like creates the same result. I think it's just the pompousness of this, and I think if anything, it just makes a really nice gift. If you've got that person in your life that loves hot chocolate, always orders a hot chocolate when you go out, this is a perfect present. And if this is too expensive, this is a perfect present. I don't think there's anything else I can say about it. I'm pretty sure I've rambled on enough. If you do like this video, then as always, please leave me a like down below and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you next week for another video. Bye for now.